All right, we are live for the second episode of the HipHip Demo podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to the HipHip Demo Live podcast, your home for Derby talk. We've got, I think, a pretty jam-packed episode tonight. We're going to talk Capital City results. That was going on last time we were on. We've got the Wicked Derby's Wicked Team show going on right now. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Little Hot Springs Havoc, we'll touch on that. And then I think the best part of the night, we're going to bring on Brandon Thomas from Full Throttle Promotions, give him an opportunity to talk about next weekend. He's got Winter Slam coming up, and pick his brain a little bit about his Derby journey and just chat him up, see what he's got to say. Again, you can find the HipHip Demo Live podcast right here on YouTube. You can find it right here on Facebook, excuse me. You can find it on YouTube after the show's done airing. Still having a couple of issues with the YouTube page. So we'll get that hammered out here. And then you can find us Monday morning on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Jenna, how we doing? Great to see that you're already tuned in with us. All right. So let's go ahead and bring the boys in. We've got them back for round two. We've got Mr. Radney Rusa and Mr. Brandon Jessen. Fellas, what is going on?
Yo, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Always got to have a good little sketch action, right?
Absolutely. Rue, what do we got going on, Bubba?
Oh, not much. Just got done working on some cars. Getting ready for next weekend.
I thought about pulling the top off of one of mine out here. It's a beautiful day, but I don't know, just never got around to it. So, Brandon?
I feel like Radney, so you know the Head and Shoulders commercial with Troy Polamalu and Pat Mahomes never not working? That's Radney when it comes to Derby cars. The dude's never not working on Derby cars.
Except for opportunity, you got to.
Today is the perfect opportunity for it, especially if. What do you got? Where's everything parked at right now? You only got space for one car in the shop.
We don't got anything in the shop right now. We just got everything's in the yard. It was super nice. So we pulled out Rod's NWFA for next week.
Dude, Sarah Jessen's watching.
Sarah Jessen, thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
Wow. What a bill. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone so I can see who's all watching this time.
All right. So, fellas, not only do we got Derby going on right now, but it is March. It is everybody's favorite time of year, March Madness, the tournament. So, it only feels right to start with who do you have in your Final Four and who makes it all the way?
It's probably single-handedly the greatest time of the year besides the Masters. March Madness is exhilarating. Like, I don't know if you guys watched High Point and Kentucky. I'm pretty sure it was High Point, but no, it wasn't High Point. But Kentucky scored that tying basket, with 0 seconds left. It's March Madness. It's insane. But this year I do have a chalk bracket pretty much. I've got Houston, Duke, Arizona, and Michigan. I do think Arizona and Michigan are probably the two best teams in the tournament. So unfortunately, they are on the same side of the bracket. But I do think Arizona edges out on that one and does become the national champion.
You said Arizona and who?
Arizona and Michigan are on the same side of the bracket.
Okay,
yeah.
For some reason, I thought you said Houston. My fault.
No. I think it'll be an Arizona and Duke championship game. Yo,
I couldn't
what up,
disagree
Eric?
more.
That's exactly what I have too.
Yeah.
The sad thing is I have Duke winning it all, but after watching them these last two games, I don't think they're going to make it.
Yeah, the first game was definitely a tough one, right? They definitely had to battle back. They were down at halftime to a 16 seed. I think by 11, if I remember correctly. But a lot of guts. Yeah, a lot of guts come out second half, win that one. So,
Rad, what do you think?
Actually, I have the same exact thing. I have Houston, Duke on the east south side, and then Arizona and Michigan on the other side. and Duke versus Arizona in the finals, with Duke
Gotcha.
winning.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot to pull up my bracket before I came out here to look at it, so I had to Google it really quickly, and I'm just kind of glancing over the teams in each region. You know what? I don't think Duke makes it. Even though, like I said, I have them winning it all.
yeah.
They weren't playing well against TCU right before I came out here. So yeah, honestly, in that East region, I'm gonna give the nod to, and I hate to say it, I'm gonna give it to Kansas. They're a Big 12 foe of my love, Iowa State, but I don't think Duke has it. And UConn, to me, they went through like a losing stretch there. They've
Hey,
lost
calm down,
a couple of
Shane.
games in a row.
We'll get there, brother.
They lost a couple of games, and it's March Madness. Anybody can be beat at any time. So I'm going to actually go Kansas. I'm going to go Florida. I'm going to go Purdue. I think Purdue's going to get Arizona. I don't know why, but at the same time, Purdue chokes every year. And then another one, I don't think Michigan's going to get there. I actually think that Alabama will beat Michigan. And then I'm going to take actually Iowa State out of the Midwest. I know I'm an Iowa State fan, but I think if this Cyclone team can play like they're capable of playing, I think they can actually make it. Now, Joshua Jefferson goes down yesterday with an ankle injury. That doesn't help anything.
Yeah.
But, hoping and praying by the time that those tougher games come around that they'll have treated him enough to where he can play. Because I think from what I saw, it was just an ankle sprain. Trainers, I think, can work that out in about a week or so. So I think we'll probably be missing him for, Kentucky next round?
Yeah, Kentucky.
But I think it'll be a tough game. I think we'll pull through, and then we'll just kind of keep moving.
Yeah.
But overall, I think I'm going to go ahead and give the nod to Florida to win it all again. The experience of being there before, to me, is just second to none. So, did you say Caden was getting antsy to talk Derby or what?
Shane was getting all excited.
Oh, Shane. Sorry. We'll get to it right now. How about that, brother?
Let's go.
All right. Let's go. All right, so I'm going to go a little bit out of order here. I know I gave you questions to look over. I'm going to start with, is it better to win the feature and kind of bag your way to it to where your car's still like pristine, mint? Or are you gonna go for the hit of the night that everybody's talking about and just junk your stuff? Brad?
I just love things being junked. I mean, most of my derbies, I seem to be a punching bag, but and I just love a junk car. It's just kind of, if my car can make it through, I just keep on hitting and try my best. But I don't care about a clean car. I mean, it's nice to be able to carry on to a next derby, but yeah. I like people just hitting me. I like trying to get hitting and just having a not so pretty car and just enjoying that. I mean, we're here to put a show for the fans, and I feel like that's the time.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I've always driven to where my goal is to win the Mad Dog. So I'd much rather have a beat the shit car at the end of the heat or whatever the feature. Because honestly, I feel like that's the car that people are talking about at the end of the night. They're like, oh my God, look at that car. That thing's mangled, right? So for me, I've always had that Mad Dog mentality, even though I've only won it like once. I never seem to have the best luck in derbies, but yeah. Loogie?
I love when we disagree. Now, so honestly, early on, and sometimes still am, I'm there for the money, man. I'm not afraid to say it. About 3 years ago, we picked up a couple of top 3 finishes, and my mindset, my mentality has changed since then. I am now just here to have a good time. If my car's junked at the end of the night, it's junked. If it's fixable, then I'll park it back here by the rest of them, and when the nice weather comes around like we've got today, I'll pull one out and try to get one to where it's runnable. The two that I have sitting here right now really have no business probably being run again, but the engine still runs. So, I mean, I've got to try to do something.
Yeah.
And like, we still got a fresh car sitting out here on a trailer. We just haven't taken it off yet. So,
Right.
I'm okay with getting junked. I'm okay with being the one that took the hit that everybody's talking about. So
That's happened a few times for me.
I was gonna say I've been on that side of things. So my very first derby was up in Algona, and I have a video on my phone, but a dude backs up like halfway across the track, right? And next thing I know, I'm up on two wheels. Like, I mean, that, like, to me at 16 years old was the coolest thing that could have ever happened to me.
It's always Algona, man.
Yeah.
Always Algona.
Yeah, dude. Something out of Algona always seems to happen.
That place is a party.
I think it just depends on like your car too. Like if I have a free car, or if I have a freaking rust bucket, I'm just gonna send that bastard. Like I don't care. Like I just know one time I was in Algona with Craig. I just full shotted him, and I mean I know it hurt him a little bit and it hurt me a little bit, but I was done for the most part. But
that's because you're both getting old.
That was the car from Noah, and it was just a junk box, but it was a blast.
Right. Okay, so then that kind of transitions into we've got two cars left. Are you how are you finishing it off? You going to junk them for the win in the junk yourself in the pot, like in the end, or are we going to play tick for tat and just kind of bump and grind?
Well, I'm going to be counterintuitive to what I just told you, Billy's. So because I have never won a derby before, I'm probably going to play a little bit of cat and mouse just to try to get that first win under my belt. But I feel like after that, like if it is ever down to just me and one other car, I'm looking at that driver and I'm saying, I'm going like this, like, let's end this shit nose to nose and give the crowd what they came here for.
Absolutely. Rad.
I mean, I'm right there with. I want them to hit me. If my car's not even moving, just hit me, finish me off. I'm gonna try finishing you off if I can. I mean, booing this last year with Shane. We were in the vans. I was trying to get after him, but he kept on counting mousing me and dodging me, which is good. Like he was doing it real good, and I couldn't catch him. But finally got to the point where I got stuck, and I just wanted him to keep on hitting me, and he gave me some good licks towards the end. But
he gave you more than a good lick, brother.
Broke my gas brake protector.
That van was toast.
But I mean, that was fun to me. That was a blast. I don't blame Shane at all. Like that was a good derby for him. But I just like going out with some good hits to give those fans a good show.
Yeah.
Another time was with Brock up in Algona too. I mean, I got stuck and lost reverse, and I mean, I wanted Brock to hit me. So
it's a little awkward though when you're family, right? Like I feel like Brock was a little hesitant at first, but I just remember you sitting in your car going like this.
Just finish this car off, man.
Brandon, I'm surprised you remember that from that night.
Hey, you know what? We can talk about that night when we talk about rivalries in this podcast.
Absolutely. That'll come up, I'm sure, sometime. So then here's the one I kind of, like I said, we talked about this a little bit before we came on air. Rank your top 3 drivers, and we're going to go in a circle here. We're going to start with number 3, and we're going to work our way up to number 1.
I don't have mine in order. It's too tough.
Okay. I mean, I don't really have an order either. But I do have a couple of guys that I will talk about. So Brandon, we're going to start with you.
Yep.
Number 3, give us a driver that's killing it right now.
I think recently killing it, I would say Jacob Prusman. I've, not to be the hometown, hero, but I do think Prue goes out there and gives her shit.
He's on like a 3-year run.
He just seems to win all the time as well. So I think Prusman's definitely. I put Prusman at my number 3.
Sure.
Radney.
Brad.
Oh, this one's a tough one for me. I just kind of think kind of more local-ish. I mean, Jacob's right up there. I mean, I think he's obviously national too. But
Yeah.
One person I enjoy watching that just kind of goes crazy is Colton Newhaven. He's just he lays that skinny pedal down, and he's just always hitting people. So to me, I mean, he's fun to watch. He's always hitting, and he does. I mean, he goes out there, hits hard, but still does good in derby. So
where's he from?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Mr. YouTube, Mr. Social Media. You can find him just about everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I'm going to go Tyson Shelley out of Utah. I love watching that dude drive. He's not there for the win. He's there for, like Brandon, you said, he's there for the mad dog. That dude drives his ass off.
Yeah.
And he's super good at putting his cars back together.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
So I'm going to go Tyson Shelley.
His videos are funny
Brandon,
too, Lucas.
Oh, they are. They absolutely are.
Yeah. I like how he definitely plays the bad guy role really good. I enjoy it.
Right. So while you're talking, Brandis, give us number 2.
I'm gonna have to go Chad Markley. I don't think you can talk about Derby and not talk about Chad at all. Just another one of those. I think, tough runner. Always ends up, there towards the top. God, what was the name of that big ass derby they had? Oh, Metal Mayhem. Like, I feel like everyone talked about Markley back in the Metal Mayhem days. But that's who I have.
Remember him?
No. Radney?
I'm going to say local. Or guys that we kind of derby against or have derby against is Cody Gaines, man.
Oh.
I mean, Cody's just a beast. He shows up, just kicks our butt all the time. Locally, I mean, I think of them derby in the same car for 8 years in our local derbies, but he just keeps on winning. He's just a beast, and he can do it at a national level too. He's just good.
Can I make a quick comment? He is probably hands down my favorite driver to watch.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He gives zero fucks.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
Lucas, take her head.
So number 2, I'm going to go now to the opposite side of the country because this guy runs mod weld cars, and you'll even find him sometimes in compacts. I'm going to go Scotty Drevenek Jr. He's another guy you can find all over social media. Love watching him run. The guy seems to be either in the main or there at the end to finish it off. So I'm going to go Scotty Drevenek Jr. Brandon, number 1.
Yeah, at number 1, I've got John Muse. Yeah, I mean, like I said in the last podcast, he's a Tom Brady of Derby. He just wins. And also like what he's done for the sport, I think as well, with NLR Derby parts, I think is just, I don't think you can talk enough about what he's done for the sport of Derby. So yeah, I'm going to go Muse as my number 1. Radney?
Yeah, Muse was my number 1, man. He's just a beast. Not only is he a beast on the track, but he makes Derby just easy overall. Easier for other people. I mean, his website is, I mean, I just get on his website and just look through all the parts just to see like, what do people do all these Derby cars? And I just learned stuff looking through all his parts, and I wonder what they do with this part and that part. And he's kind of made it more accessible to other people while being a top tier driver. And I just appreciate that.
Right. All right. I'm going to finish mine off. I'm not saying anybody from Iowa. I'm going to go out to Illinois, to Austin Johnson. They call him Mr. Pound Town. Haven't seen him run in a couple of years. That dude puts it down. I think you can put him and Cody kind of in the same.
Yeah.
They'll nose their shit to put on a show.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah, you hit the
So Austin Johnson is my number 1. Still remember, I can't remember which show it was for Smash It. He was one of their head inspectors. He was a foreman on the wall, and something came over the radio. I'm not sure what it was. I'm not going to talk too much on it, but from what I heard, he looked right down at the Clarks, my dad and son, flipped him the bird, and walked off. So it was absolutely epic. So yeah. Ugh. All right, fellas, let's get into. Go ahead, Rad. Go ahead.
I mean, some people I enjoy too. I don't know specifically their names, but like this Iron City, they're fun to watch. They're always seem to put on a show out there, out east.
Steve Siopa.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's up there in my list. But they're just
that's a good one. The
cars they build, I mean, they just look beautiful.
Who's that? Like blue team, Conkle's on it, right? They have like blue and neon. Yeah, Octane. I like watching that team. I enjoy their cars for sure.
Yep, right. I agree there too.
And I mean, like you said, I'll give Cody the nod. I'll give Jacob the nod. They are top tier drivers. You know, hell, even Mike. Put Mike in there. Cody's dad, Mike Gaines.
Oh, I love Mike.
The dude's old, but he fucking loves it.
He shows up to have a good time.
He is. He is the guy. He's just here for the party.
Yep.
You know? All right, fellas, we got to keep it moving. We're running out of time. I told Brandon to jump on here at about 7. Capital City Carnage went on last time that we were on the pod. It was 2 weeks ago already. Shout out to the champions, Kansas Outlaws, with Justin Stevens. I'm assuming I'm saying all these names incorrectly. Clint Doherty, Doug Gibson, and Brandon Conkle for $10,000. Second place was Team Derby Tees, Trevor Bushinger, Chris Collins, Neil Carey, and Nate Steele for $5,000 apiece. And then third was Team Farm Dogs with Lane Ibsen, Jason Ibsen, Nick Semp, and Cody Canoe flies out here like crazy. $2,500 for third. Rumor is that team feature took almost 3 hours. I don't know what you've seen out there online, but I've seen that it was somewhere around 3 hours. You guys got a thought on that?
Oh, boy, do I. I mean, Jesus Christ, boys, that's a drive to Kansas City. I mean, it's insane that a Derby car.
We could like drove there and watched it.
Yeah. I mean, I just can't imagine watching paint dry. Not taken away from the winners. That's not what I'm doing at all. My point being here is 3 hours is too long. But when you're talking about this much money, that's the kind of driving that you're going to see. So is it surprising? No. And I kind of want to touch on, because we are short on time here. That's why I enjoy it being a single show versus the team show. So
that was our next point, honestly. Yep. So Rad, go ahead. Your thoughts on the Derby?
I mean, that's a long time. And I mean, part of that too is after so many runs and stuff, you get to plate those things. You get to plate those suckers to the point where they're pushing a lot of plates. I don't know specifically how many plates they have, but I'm sure they have a lot after running the heats and stuff and consies for the teams that went through consies. And they build them the tanks, and you're looking for the steering shots, the pillar shots, and that's about it. And a lot of these guys are so good. I mean, they're good at that cat and mouse, and it's hard to get a good hit on some of these drivers. But
yeah.
All I know is we whiffed on all these. We whiffed on this on the last podcast. But
what's that?
What did we whiff on?
Who we talked about winning? I mean,
we were all way off.
The two teams that we picked just went after each other right away.
Yeah, destroyed each other.
That was the talk, is that those two came off the line and just went right at each other. Yeah. Rad, Brandon kind of alluded to it. Do you prefer team or singles for this Derby? It started off as singles.
I just think, like, obviously Blizzard Bash is more your team show, and I liked how it was kind of more separate. Blizzard Bash was team, and then Capital City Carnage was just singles. I mean, yeah, I enjoy that.
Valid point.
Because then you could pick. Like me, I always prefer Capital City Carnage. Like, I want to go there over Blizzard Bash because the team shows can get kind of long. I mean, they're stud drivers, but they can get long. And I mean, I don't think
Go ahead.
My guess is there wasn't very many people there after 3 hours sitting there watching the Derby. So
I read somewhere that a person left at 1:30 in the morning.
That's just
wild. Oh my God.
and they were still derbying.
Oh, jeez.
Again, this is all just stuff I'm finding off social media.
Yeah.
So yeah. But then here's the question: because it's a team show, does it create bigger hits?
I say no. Down towards the end, I mean, you'll definitely see guys like if you've got 3 left on a team, right, and you're looking pretty good as a team versus what's out there still moving. If that third guy's kind of junked, you see those guys kind of take one for the team and just fucking full send it and try to get that kill shot. But I wouldn't say that they create more big hits.
I would say like the heats, like individual team heats, like you're gonna get some hits. They're gonna go a little bit harder. I mean, they know they can fix their cars. Yeah. But like once you get to the main event, even the consi, some will go out hard and go fast, but the main event, this is kind of they want that money, which no doubt, who doesn't want that money? So they're gonna go out there cat and mouse it. But what I do appreciate is like sometimes we've been there and they're like whoever comes out and is just
Shane has a good point too. Sorry, boys. I like looking at the chat and bringing up people's comments.
Nope,
Shane, I would 100% agree with that as well. For those that don't see, singles are better teams. It always comes down to the same teams left at the end because they work together.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point.
Politics, like that.
There's a lot of politics in that.
Yeah.
Rad, I think I'm kind of with you though. The team, like the heats, the first heat, I think that's where you see most of your big hits. And then as you move through the winner's bracket or even the loser side of the bracket, guys are starting to slow it down to save their car for more runs. But yeah, and I think you said something about it too, the amount of plates that they get. I know somebody out there, punch it in the chat for me. I thought it was like 12 plates throughout the course of the weekend. So I don't know. Again, I thought it was 12, just something that I read online. Again, I get most of my stuff from being online. All right. So we're still running low on time here. Last thing that we're going to talk about with Capital City, we saw that new technology where promoters are putting in, it's kind of like a race receiver, but it's a red light, green light mechanism. So green, obviously, for go, red for stop. Will we see more big show promoters turn to that technology?
Well, I think we have the perfect opportunity to ask Brandon here in a few minutes, but I'd like to get his thoughts on that for sure, because I think like it depends on the magnitude of the shows that they put on. So when you get a show where you have over 100 cars, right, what does that cost to the promoter? When you think about the return on investment, right? These guys are a business. They want to make money. Does this enhance the experience for the drivers? Absolutely. Does it make it more safe? Absolutely. But it's just like, how much is this going to actually cost them? So,
sure.
Brad?
Yeah, I think that cost is obviously a big point. But I mean, I was like Facebook searching kind of a little bit on this. And I mean, reading comments is just always fun. But I mean, like some people are like, hey, like, ones if this gets too far and like insurance companies start asking for this like data, like they want to see this, like are they going to cover these if you have crazy amount of hits or impacts, like is that safe for the insurance world? I don't like, you can get, if you look at that end, it could get kind of muddy and crazy. I mean, look what's going on in like Australia, you see that stuff. A lot of shows are getting canceled because safety issues, and I don't necessarily see that in America, but it could become an issue for insurance or insurance prices. So
sure. But I saw somewhere, I will actually what I'll do right now is I'll see if I can copy the image. I actually have it pulled up on Facebook right now. I'm going to go into the comments and see if we can post it. If not, we'll post it after we're done here. It doesn't look like I can. Not a big deal. But somebody said that when you've got all the smoke from exhaust, tires burning up, etc., makes it easier to see. You just see that big red in your car. So,
good point.
All right. So still waiting on Brandon. Haven't seen him yet. Brandon, if you're out there, go ahead and just jump on whenever you're ready. And then we'll cut to you. But Wicked Team Show going on right now. Sturgis, Kentucky, put on by Wicked Derbies. Features bone stock in a year, chain and wire in a year, MWFA, 4-man full size teams, bone stock, and then 3-man weld compact teams. So that's going on right now. So we've seen the teams that made it through the first round. I haven't seen anything on Concies yet. I don't know if you guys have scoured Facebook world for that or not. But the full-size stock teams, that we saw that came through the first round are Team Rampage, Team Channel 4 News, Team Piston Broke Built, Team WAO, the Four Horsemen, Twisted Iron Works, and Team Tilt. The Weld Compacts was Team Derby Tees, Cammed Out, GH Graphics, SER, OFB, Brian's Machine Shop, Will's Wheels and Metalworks, and Team Lank. So they're right. I didn't know if somebody would catch that and start giggling or not, but
yeah, you got immature fellas here, so
absolutely. Farts are funny.
Still are in my book.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not disagreeing. Shows you how mature we really are. And then another one that we can just touch on really quick and see if Brandon shows up by then. But the Hot Springs Havoc going on next weekend, same time that we should be up in Minnesota, is, let's see, we've got classes. Derby Nation TV will be streaming that one just like they're streaming the Wicked Team Show right now. You'll have MWFA. You will have youth full size and youth compact.
That'll be fun.
And then the Havoc class, they call it, for $12,000 to win. I did not see what they're paying to win the Wicked Show. So
who runs those derbies up in the Northeast? Like the Dead Man
Derby Productions.
Dead Man Derby Productions. I love their shows, man. I just go on YouTube and watch them every now and then. They're a good time.
Oh, same, absolutely. So that's actually coming up, I think, sometime in April. I did have that one on my radar to talk about because, like you said, it's one that I will, like you said, turn on YouTube and just sit out here and watch while I'm working, or if I just need some noise throughout the day.
Is he coming on?
So I haven't heard from him in a minute.
Okay.
So
if not,
I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself, and then I'm gonna let you guys just kind of have at it until I see him or hear from him.
Okay, that's fine.
So
I got some conversation here. So Radney, as far as I want to take this back to the capital city discussion. So when we are thinking about, because we didn't get a touch on this, like the team versus the single show, I guess when I think about it, like for me, I would much rather watch a show where it's every man for himself out there, because one, I think it eliminates that 3-hour long show. Now, granted, when you have this kind of money on the line, you're probably going from 3 hours to 1 hour. But I do feel like there's a lot harder driving when it is a single show. And for me, just a lot more fun to experience. Like, I really like how they do the limited weld, like where they have the flames shooting up and shit. And then they have people come out on their cars, or like sit out on the cars. That I thought that was so badass. Like, just, I don't know. I just thought it was much more fun in that singles environment. And to your point, I think they should keep Capital City separate from Blizzard Bash. Like, have one a single show, have one a team show. So
And I mean, I get like the team aspect. It's always fun to derby with your team and be out there. But like, that's fun. But I mean, to be honest, even when it's singles, you know, guys are talking. There's some teaming going on, and even singles. Like, hey, like, I just watch my back or I'm not hitting you type stuff, which I mean, that's part of Derby world, but it's just, but when you get like to a team show, if it's 4-on-4, you got 4 teams or you got 2 teams of 4. I mean, that's 8 people that are like, hey, we're just watching each other's back.
Right.
And protecting them. So,
Lucas,
You boys ready?
dude, let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go.
Bring his
All
ass
right,
on.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Brandon Thomas with Full Throttle Promotions. Brandon, how you doing, sir?
Not too bad. How you fellas doing?
Good.
Doing good.
Couldn't complain.
Just living a life. You know, we're not 6 feet under, so
Yeah, warm out today. That's a bonus.
That's true.
Absolutely.
I have a fan down in my basement because it's too hot in my house.
Right. Is it too early to turn the air conditioner on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
All right, Mr. Brandon. I always like to start the show when we have a new guest. I did it last week with these two. I ask you about your Derby journey, just kind of how you got into it. Tell us your story about Demolition Derby.
It's pretty interesting actually. It started probably 20, I'd say close to 25 years ago already. When I first started hanging around my wife, she was actually Derbying when she was, her senior project for high school was a Derby car.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
we built it, and I was like, all right, well, she likes to work on cars, work on engines, stuff like that. So she actually was the one that started Derbying first, and then I'd help her so and so, and I was actually in body school, so I was the guy that fixed cars, painted cars, made them all nice, and she was the one that wrecked them. But so she ran for probably, I suppose, 2 or 3 years, and then I tried a truck because a lot of my buddies around here ran trucks right away, so we got into trucks, and yeah, one truck, that's all it took. And
I think that's all it ever takes.
But yeah, I started running trucks pretty consistently right away, and she was running more of the cars, all the Chryslers and stuff we had, she was running. So yeah, we both ran for the last 15. She's been derbying for close to 25 years now, so then I suppose I probably got close to 20. But yeah, so I give credit to her for roping me into this. So
that makes it easy.
Yeah.
No, she's pretty understandable. She knows how, what it costs, what it takes to do it and go places and be competitive doing it. So she always says if you don't put the effort into being competitive, you might as well not do it. So
Absolutely.
Now, Boo Boo, you actually ran against other Brandon in Alta that year. I remember that.
I think it's
was
White
Alta.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been me and Kristen running that day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I saw your guys' cars and I nearly shit myself.
yeah, that was my team car that I had for Jacob's show that was going to happen in that spring.
Yeah.
And I just saved it, and yeah, that was a heck of a week because that Alta show was actually my first and only win. So that 4 days before that, a good friend of mine that had derbied with us for the last 20 years, he passed away. So we were like, you know what? We had his funeral, did everything, and we were like, you know what? We're gonna head to Alta with cars and have a little fun after the last week's doings. And so yeah, that was actually the first time me and her ran together on track, and then I ended up getting lucky enough to get the win out of it too. So that was something else. If that's my only win, I'm good with that.
Yeah, that was a good derby. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was Lucas Frozen again.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's
All right,
doing
well,
so good.
Yeah, and we were doing so well, and then Lucas froze. I'll get into the next point though here. So tell us a little bit about Winter Slam and how it came about for you to run that derby.
So back, I suppose it's going on 7 years already. When Randy had it and Jeremy Ertman, they were looking at finding a bigger facility with more room, better buildings than what they were already had down in Garden City.
Right.
And I had ran Winter Slam previous years down in Garden City, so me and Randy had talked, years past, and this and that. And then he knew that I was on the fair board up at the Nicollet County Fairgrounds, so I kind of had a little bit of an in on information and what would work. And so yeah, I kind of worked it out, kind of on the backside of stuff for them guys to get them up here, because I knew the grounds in the area would be a better place for that derby to get bigger. And
That's
so
a nice
yeah,
area.
that was probably 7. I think it's going on 7 years. I think this year would be 7th year here in St. Peter. Then so they kind of ran it for the first 4 years, and then Randy got busy. He bought Maz's Midtown down in Mapleton. He got just overly busy with stuff and life itself, and then he kind of retiring from the promoting part of it. And I was like, well, I can't let this go aside my hometown. So I kind of stepped in to kind of take the, not necessarily the place, but the role, the role of Randy at Winter Slam. So, and that was going on. Yeah, that's 3 years ago already. So this will be 3rd year with my promotions business under the name of Winter Slam.
Nice. Sorry, Lucas. We moved on to how Brandon came about to take the derby. So
No, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. All of a sudden, I looked up and my Wi-Fi thing was blinking like it was trying to find service again. So I quickly ran inside. I've got better connection in here at least now.
cool.
No, y'all keep going. All
right. So do you think there's anything big or what makes this derby different than other derbies?
I think just the time of year. We used to have it at about the 2nd week in February, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it doing an outside derby in the middle of winter is 100% more work than doing it when it's nice out. I mean, and the years we got heavy snow, me and Jeremy, we'd be plowing snow the entire week on the fairgrounds.
Jeez.
Just to get it clear. And then, having the track perfect is probably one of the top 2 things to have done and have right.
Yeah.
If that track ain't right, that's the entire show right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, when it was cold out, we'd plow snow all week because we'd get feet of snow on the fairgrounds. And then the track itself, we would plow the track off, and then we would have to go over it with like an asphalt miller. So we'd run over it with the asphalt miller, get rid of all the ice off the track.
That's crazy to think about.
Keep scraping it with the skid loader until we'd get down past the ice, and then we'd run over it again and grind up that top layer to get it nice and fluff. And then so we'd probably spend 2 days on that track if it was froze.
Wow.
That's crazy to think about.
But now that it's at the end of March, all that work is gone. So
yeah, God bless you for doing that too. I hate being cold.
Amen.
Way warmer.
Like we said in our last episode, the 2 times I've gone, it's cold as shit, and I always left early because I was cold.
Yeah. I mean, it's been hit and miss up here. I mean, the one year I think it was 10 below. And then the first year we had it in St. Peter was almost 50 out. So
Wow.
But I don't know, being out in it all day I get at the fairgrounds probably at 6 a.m. and probably don't leave there till probably 7, 8 o'clock at night. I mean, that's a long day when it's 10 degrees out.
Yeah. Absolutely. So as a promoter, Brandon, tell us a little bit about the biggest challenge about promoting a derby and kind of maybe the biggest joy that you get out of promoting derbies.
The biggest challenge, I guess, is trying to keep everybody pleased.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
You're not gonna make everybody happy. I've learned that over a few years. Is the first couple years I was doing it, I was trying to do everything possible to make everybody happy, and it just ain't gonna work.
Right.
So I mean, the thing of it is if you're honest with the people and just tell them straightforward how if they question a rule, how it's got to be, just be straight up with them.
Yeah.
Don't beat around the bush with anything like that. But that's probably the biggest thing for me, is trying to please everybody. But I mean, I lose sleep over it. I think about it all the time during county fair season on what I can do different, or how I can make everybody happy. And
Yeah.
so that's my main goal, is to keep every single driver as happy as they possibly can.
Right.
The joy I get out of it is watching the youth kids come up and run youth cars.
Oh yeah.
Because they're out there literally they're having fun. They don't care if they win. They don't care if they lose. They're out there wailing on their buddies, smiling the entire time. They do not care.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch too.
Yeah.
I always like it when the dads are in the cars and you just see the dad's eyes, because the kid is just, pedal down.
Yeah.
No, those little kids don't care.
My youngest kid's actually getting in his first youth car down at Border Wars this May. So
nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah, my brother-in-law is riding with him, though. I'm not riding with him.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, good idea on that one.
Been there, done that. That's
my brother-in-law's got a really heavy foot, and so we'll see how that goes too.
I don't know, Brandon. I think you have a heavy foot too.
Yeah, it's boring driving slow.
Thank you. Somebody that gets it. And then what class do you enjoy running the most?
Trucks are always fun.
I think I'm too scared to run
I've
a
had
truck.
a lot of fun with, running the limited, kind of the gold rush or like street stock carnage rules. The more in between that you get a little bit, not a lot type of rules. And that way you can drive. I mean, you can use a car. You can run a Cadillac as hard as you want and still have a car left. That's what's fun to me.
Yeah. And then last question that I have on my notes here, unless Lucas has any more. If someone new wanted to get into Demolition Derby, what advice would you tell them?
Go hang out with somebody that is building cars and doing it already.
Yeah.
And just sit there and look. Sit there and observe, help with what you can. Because, nobody, I didn't start Derby until after I was probably, 25. So, none of my old man didn't do it. I just learned, a bunch of my buddies were doing it. So we kind of helped each other out. And that's kind of where I got into it and learned stuff. And then more self-taught welder and builder, and just learned from going to derbies and looking what people do, how they drive, what cars they're using, stuff like that. So that'd be my advice, is to go get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
Sure.
The internet's not going to teach you everything.
No. Bobo, you might have run out of questions, but I want to talk about what he's got behind him.
Yep.
You see that back there? Yeah. I want to know about that. What can you tell us about Vegas?
That?
Oh.
That thing's sweet.
Yeah. That's going to be an interesting couple weeks. I'm already tired. So we get done with Winter Slam next Saturday. Get the grounds picked up, and then try to get everything finalized beginning of that week, and then we will probably start heading towards Vegas on, I'm going to say, hopefully by Saturday morning or lunchtime. And then with any luck, be out there by Sunday night. I know I talked to Jacob yesterday or day before, and I think he was kind of on the same agenda, but he's taking a little different route out there than I am. But so lucky enough to be one of the 80 picks out of the entire country. I don't know how that happened, but I was lucky enough to be picked. So
I know I'm excited to see some of you guys, like you and Jacob, obviously, just people we know have been around. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and look, we got on the same days to run, so we'll see how the heat draws go too.
Who's going to be streaming that one?
I think Derby Nation has.
Okay.
Yep.
So
now go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's 23-hour drive from my house, so we'll
Woo!
head across Nebraska and Colorado and Utah to get there. So
Damn.
Jeez.
Nebraska is one of the most boring drives I've ever been through in my life.
just got to
Yeah,
get
Because
to
my wife, right? My wife and I went out on a trip with my brother this summer to Colorado and then down to Utah, and Nebraska is miserable.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a route that you can take from my house across South Dakota to Rapid City and down through Wyoming, but I've seen plenty of I-90 over the last few Novembers that I'll take a different route out to Las Vegas because we'll be heading out to Gold Rush again in November. So
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So my question is, like you said, you drew the same day as Jacob, this old school. Is this just a one and done, or is this like heats and a feature?
So as far as I understand it, is they drew 40 to run 40 out of the 80 to run Tuesday or Wednesday, and then the other 40 will run all their heats on Thursday. And then so where you place in your heats, either Tuesday or Wednesday on me and Jacob's side of stuff, will determine if you go to the A, B, or C main on Friday. So like I think they're doing heats at 10, so like the bottom 4 would go to the C main, middle 4 would go to the B, and then the top 3 would go to the A main.
Gotcha.
Is what I understood how it's going to be broken down.
Gotcha. I tried going back and watching some of Stern Dirt's live streams, but Johnny and Gumby just sitting there for like the first 15 minutes waiting for people to get on gets boring. And then by the time you skip through everything, you miss half of it. So I just kind of gave up, and I'm like, well, we've got you coming on, so let's pick your brain about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes more sense. And then I think my other question was like the jackpots, are those just one and dones?
Yeah, so they pulled the 80, they drew 80 single guys to fill those 2 sets of 40, and then they drew 2 15-car jackpot heats out of the other people that didn't get drawn for the 80. And then that's just 2 one and done heats for I believe it's 10 or 15,000 to win.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So I mean they got some serious money on stuff, and they pay out. A, B, and C mains all pay out.
Oh really?
$1,000
Yeah.
Mad Dogs for each heat, I believe.
We're gonna see you there, aren't we?
So I hope so. Everything holds together like I want it to. That's going to be the plan. So
Gotcha.
we'll see how the track is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The dirt
I know
out there is
Jacob kinda
obviously
mentioned
gonna
that
be a
too.
little
Yeah, me and him have been talking on what tires to bring, and so I got probably 4 or 5 sets of different tires on the trailer. We'll
different.
have to take a peek at it when we get there.
Yeah, you just never know.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to happen, is the track to eat me right away, and then there I sit in the first minute and a half. But
Yeah.
Sure.
at least make the highlight reel. That's the
Right.
See, this is my kind of driver right here, boys.
Can we put some bets on this? I bet on Brandon making that real.
I mean, we're in Vegas. So there's got to be some sort of black market sports book for derbying, right?
yeah. But no, I mean the rules out there were pretty basic. I mean for what we're building for Border Wars, they're to me they're like a throwback set of rules probably 15 years ago, because I mean you got to run all the factory suspension. You get a lower cradle, but you don't get no trans brace. You have to run the factory leaf packs. You only get 3 leaf clamps on the leaves, so it's no body shaping at all. So it's a really simple set of rules, which is fine.
Right.
But that's why I chose the car, I guess. That, and I was already halfway done with this Cadillac for Border Wars, so I couldn't really turn back on that, or I probably would have brought this Cadillac.
Fellas, you got anything else?
I don't, man. What should we expect for next week, Brandon? I'm pumped.
Nice weather,
Right.
the way it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got main gate opens at 8, pit gate opens at 8. All the vendors should be set up probably by 10. And that'll be on the south end of Johnson Hall where all the spectators come in at. Yeah, and then we got food vendors on. It's BYOB, so
yeah. I saw $20 for a cooler to bring in, right?
Yeah, I mean, years past we've had beer tents and this and that, and I mean, everybody that does sell the beer wants to sell it for $4 or $5 a crack. So we figured, everybody can bring in their own coolers, load them full with whatever they want, and just pay $20 at the gate, and then just come and have fun.
Right on.
Right.
That'll be Brandon and Lucas next week.
I'll be getting after it, I'm sure.
It won't be me because I'm driving back to Iowa after the show.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
The wife and I are going to go stay at our place up in Clear Lake. It shortens the drive by about an hour and a half, so we're going to go up there and just get away for the weekend. But yeah, no, do plan coming up, having a couple of brews, hanging out with the boys. Should be a great time.
Yeah, we're coming up with a good solid 9 of us, so we're excited to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard I think there's a party bus coming from west of me about 20 miles with a bunch of people on it already. So.
Oh God.
How do we get on that? How do we join?
Yeah, dude. If I disappear, I mean, don't ask questions. I'm having a good time.
Yeah. No, every class is full. I mean, I have 2 truck guys on the half-ton side of things that aren't going to be able to make it. So, but other than that, we got 123 registered and paid drivers. So
nice.
That's awesome.
Should be good to go. So.
Cool. All right.
I got one more question though, really quick. Last year, Winter Slam was a Wheelman qualifier. Is it again this year?
Yes. Limited Wild Cars is Wheelman qualifier. I believe Chris told me First and Mad Dog will qualify for 2027. And then, yeah, so this year, 2026, we'll take First and Mad Dog. And then in 2027 in March, we'll take another 2. And then those 4 total will qualify for 2027 at Gold Rush.
Okay.
That's
so
awesome.
It's kind of a 2-year, call it a 2-year qualifier.
Right. It's different. Seems different.
Yeah, get done with Winter Slam, head to Vegas, and then county fair season starts right after 4th of July for 2 months, and then we head out to Gold Rush again. So,
yeah,
jam packed.
Bone stock teams.
Yep, we got it. We took our bone stock spot back. Couple different teammates, so that'll spice some stuff up a little bit. So,
Nice.
We got Cody or Kyle Reynolds, and then Chris Lancaster. They're going to run with us, and then Brad Darling will be back with us again. So,
gotcha.
Kyle's sending me information on his new motor that's running 700 plus horsepower. So that'll be fun on that track.
I want to be in front of him.
Yeah, I got to send my Westernburg engine back up to Nate. Here, my brother-in-law is going to take it up for me at Winter Slam. So the old nasty Nate motor will get freshened up for Gold Rush again. So
yeah,
beautiful.
Busy year, but I like it and I enjoy it. So
yeah,
absolutely.
I was just gonna say, as we get kind of closer to the summertime, we'll have to see if we can get you on again. Talk more about county fair shit.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is there like any other shout outs you want to give for like Winter Slam? I know like you have a core person there or anything like that.
E&W Dismantler, he'll be buying cores all day. I actually got to meet with him down at the fairgrounds tomorrow to find a big spot for him. And then, Chambers Excavating out of Mankato, they bring all their equipment in, clear cars all day. They donate every single ounce of time. My wife, for doing all the paperwork, she keeps the paperwork all straight in line because I got 500 things on my brain, and that ain't one of them. Yeah, and then Big Red's Custom Paint, Mike Davis, for painting my Vegas car. Huge shout out to him. This thing turned out awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been loving it.
But yeah, no other than that, everybody get to the fairgrounds next Saturday.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
We will see you there, sir. Well, Brandon, we appreciate you coming on with us. Like I said, we will see you next Saturday.
Yeah, perfect. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you, Brandon.
You too.
Boys, that was awesome. Loved it.
Badass.
Loved
Episode number 2, you bring on somebody like that.
it. Yeah. I mean, I love
then-
to because he definitely drives how I want to watch as a spectator. So, like, I remember watching him at Border Wars last year, just getting after it. But
That vehicle he brought to Border Wars was massive.
yeah,
It was a tank.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but goodness.
Hummer limo, right? I mean,
Yeah.
no, but yeah, that's awesome to get Brandon on.
Right.
Yeah, I really appreciate
fellas.
that. That's cool.
We got some more talking points, Lukey, or do we have to call tonight?
I mean, we don't have to unless you got something you want to bring up.
No.
Radru,
Lucas-
you want to tell us?
Lucas, or I'm sorry, when you were off though, Radney and I talked a little bit about, like, do you prefer team or singles show? So we kind of got
No,
into that a
absolutely.
little bit,
No, I'm so sorry that happened.
but you're
Like
good.
I said, all of a sudden I saw my Wi-Fi like trying to reconnect. I grabbed my computer and I've never ran so fast in my life.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you weren't
Oh,
huffing and
ass in
puffing
here.
when you turn your camera back on.
Right.
No, that's not true, Lucas. Remember that one time in Cedar Falls when we left?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, that was bad.
man.
That's
I've
not
never
for
seen you
on
run
here.
so fast. And
Those gunshots, Lucas was gone.
That
There
was
wasn't
hilarious.
No, there wasn't gunshots. Somebody
There
just
was
was
something.
screaming gun.
Yeah,
And yeah,
somebody
I
yelled
ran like a
gun.
bat out of hell.
I mean, Lucas was like the cartoons where you see the dust because they're gone. Like his body outline was still there. Oh,
that's ridiculous.
shoot.
That was terrible. I've been waiting for that to get brought up, and we're only on episode 2.
In the high tops too, bro. Love it.
Tops and jeans. I had to hold my jeans up because they were so damn big.
Brandon and I look at each other like,
You guys were just walking across the street like nothing was going on. I turned around
mean,
and saw
hey.
y'all, and I'm just like,
If that was our time to see Jesus, and that was it. But
yep, that was definitely the time.
it was definitely not my time, as you can tell.
We're still here.
Right. Amen.
I do want to touch base on his point of, biggest advice if you want to get into derbying. I would say the same exact thing, right? Get in front of those people that are doing it. That's the only way to learn. But you got to get your hands dirty and be a sponge, right? Absorb all that information and you got to retain it. So,
right. Radru, last thoughts?
I'm just ready to get back on in a derby car. I know it's MWFA, but I mean, it's
You want to tell us about what you're taking up there?
yeah, you probably should tell the crew.
Yeah, you should
it's
probably tell everybody.
I think it's 03 Caravan, Dodge Caravan. We ran it up in Minnesota Throwdown for the world record, where I think there was 166 cars or somewhere around there, and we ended up taking ourselves out up there. Took the computer out, so we turned around. I did some wire work, some fuse work, and she fired right back up, and she's ready to go for up in Minnesota. So.
Are you taking another car, an Impala, or what was that for?
Yep, Rod's in it as well.
Ah.
Rod Foster, he's taking up Impala. I think it's 03 Impala as well.
So you are running an MWFA class? Sorry.
Yep,
Okay.
we're both running an MWFA and first go, and we're working on them today. Well, the minivan's ready to go, but there's a couple things we did on the Impala. Tried getting some body work, so
Sure.
away from the tires and stuff, and a couple little things, wires and spark plug wires, because rabbits like to eat those things in my big shed. So made sure everything's good to go, and then loaded up all my aluminum rims and all my junk starters laying around. So, and then Colin got some rims for him that I sell to him. So I know Colin will be there. I'm not for sure if he's derbying, but he'll be there.
I don't think I've seen his name because I think the only
I know he's
full-size stock.
I know he's a vendor there, but I don't know.
Yeah, he's always a vendor, but I don't know. Is he running
We're talking
full? Like, is there a
Colin
full size stock?
Yeah, Colin.
Yeah. I don't know if there's.
Hey,
Usually
Gary.
around fun.
Gary Gack said he'll see us up there in the
Perfect.
chat.
Perfect.
So like there will be 8 of us, 9 of us. So he's always welcome
He's
to
always a
come
good
see
time.
us. So But yeah, we're just
I'm
getting ready.
guessing-
We got the cars out. I mean, we gotta get the batteries charged, check all the fluids, all those little things that sometimes you don't think of. So get them loaded probably Thursday night and head out Friday afternoon. Have a good time Friday night before the Derby.
Sure. Are you going to make it to the car this year? Are you going to make it to the driver's meeting?
Yep, I'll be there.
All right.
All right.
Is
I
Rod
might
still
slip
sitting there?
some-
Does he have anything you want to say?
Oh, he's out in the living room. I don't know if he has.
Boo!
anything.
Get your ass up, Rod.
See, you're playing hide and seek too from your family.
Who,
Yeah,
me?
I'm hiding.
No, Brad.
Or
Brad.
Randy?
Well,
I am
Megan
too.
took the kid, and like Anna and
that's
them went
right.
in for ice cream. So
No, you probably heard mine once I came inside screaming because he wanted to come over here and sit on my lap.
yep. Well, last time Rex walked in and wanted to sit, but that was another thing we did today. We got Rex's Derby, his Derby Power Wheels up and running. So
Right.
we'll see if he'll actually do that this year. But
That thing
Sure,
run
sure.
off of ethanol.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, we got the souped up motor in that thing, and he was liking it a lot today. So hopefully, he get out in one of those derbies and have some fun in the Power Wheels.
Absolutely.
Boys, I can't
Well,
wait till
fellas.
next weekend. I'm pumped.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up if you're all right with it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming back to the HipHip Demo Live podcast. Remember, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts will drop on Monday. If you want to sponsor the pod, reach out to Brandon Radney or myself. You could also reach out to Brock Beam or Caden Beam. They're part of it. Just haven't seen their faces yet. All right.
Get them on here.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you for the comments, the kind messages. And again, big thank you to Brandon Thomas for jumping on and chatting with us about Winter Slam and what he's got going on. And with that, we'll see you in 2 weeks, I believe, fellas. Are we going Easter Sunday?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll be
There
good.
you go. You heard it from Brandon first. Easter Sunday. We
Tell
will
your
see you.
friends about this podcast.
Absolutely. Share the shit out of it. Dude.
I'll just be on the lookout for next week. Maybe we'll put some videos up of the different derby cars and
Yeah,
stuff
on
out at
Facebook.
on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Different videos and show kind of what's going on over at Winter Slam. So
Yeah, we'll crank the TikTok out.
yeah.
All right, fellas. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you later.
See you,
Appreciate
boys.
it.